So let's play catch up for a few minutes just to kill a few seconds while All Stars logging in. So basically, what we did last time, for the most part, was um, I'll summarize it even higher. The DM came up with an excuse for all you guys to basically meet in this town of. Let me just pull up the town for a second. I'll pull you in there. Do 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 do. Um, browse Browsara. It's like bizarre, but not quite. Um, so you were more or less um, teleported into this guy's home, right? Where he tells you about. Oh, I'm not getting any. I'm not getting any sound. Oh well, whatever. Um, that basically what I wrote in Discord, that 1,000 years ago there was an Efreet who was terrorizing the area, right? And see how that goes. Get some music going. Whoop. Ah. And this Efreet, he was basically locked away by this great wizard, Martek. Martek foresaw a time when the Efreet was going to break free after his death. So he came up with a means of being able to be brought back from the dead when this need would occur in the future, right? However, he was afraid that, when he died, someone was going to raid his tomb before before the appointed hour, right? So he came up with 5 star gems, and they were scattered among the various leaders of that time, right? So, when the time comes, gather the gems. The gems will open the tomb, and then you can res the wizard, and the wizard would take care of business. That was the plan. Uh, Over time, those gems have been, they're somewhere, but they are not readily available. So, the astrologer who is here, who has foreseen this time when the Efreet would soon be free, was looking for adventurers to take on this quest to find the gems, release the wizard, and take care of the Efreet. What could possibly go wrong?
Never ask what could possibly go wrong.
I know Thodor took a lot of notes. He's on mute, but if he comes back, we can see if he wants to embellish any more of that, or if anyone else does as well, right? So also, and I want to test this out because I tried to rearrange. I had forgotten how Foundry did the show table thing, but I believe for you folks, if you look into the journal entries, right, that for those things that you unlocked should be in the player aids found, right? I can pull this up. So, boop.
Yeah, I see a map.
Yep. There is a map that you can see, right?
Oh, you actually separated it last time.
I did.
That's so cool, man.
I thought the show player thing was for each individual page, not for the entire handout. So that's my bad. So I'll just simply copy them in here as you discover them. So, so this is the part of the map that you have so far of the area, right? You would be coming up from the bottom of the map, so you are south of this map, right? And You can see like where there were some ancient cities which have long since gone. There is a river marked, which the astrologer here talked about a curse that has been put on this area as well, right? So I don't think he gave. I was looking up the details. These 1E things, you got to look a little closer to get all the details right. So in this area, there was I guess you want to call him a pharaoh or what have you, who um, he was the recipient of one of these star gems. And before he died, didn't get those details of what happened. But the legend has it he put a curse on the area, which also dried up the river that you see on this map. So that river that would be there would be, as of now, a dried up river. So the the original thought of the astrologer would be to try to find where this this former ruler is buried and seeing if there is a way to see if you can find to find the gem that he had in his possession, assuming he still had it when he died, and B, if there's some way to break the curse or what have you, that would be a bonus.
Why do I think Speak with Dead would be a really useful spell?
Could be.
Except doesn't. Never mind.
That's up to you. You're the cleric. You can pick whatever you want. Clerics are good for this kind of stuff. As well, in the handouts, you will see that the astrologer spent a lot of time trying to learn how to translate the ancient language in this area. So if you're feeling really have extra time on your hands, right? You can see that the alphabet is listed there, and you can actually try to translate the writing actually on the map, or if you find other throughout the area, you could translate that yourself, or you could cast read languages or whatever, and I could just tell you what it says. I'm trying to see if there's anything else that I missed. Where's this guy's dialogue? Boop-a-doop-a-doop-a-doo. So beyond that, I think a lot of the other time we spent last week was very much around like equipping the party before you go out and about, right? So to try and set the idea of where you are. So if you think of you have the desert area that map I gave you represents. Okay? And really, I would say below that map, there is a mountainous region, right? Some mountain range, we'll call it, right? And you are basically, we'll call it almost like a valley that goes from, we'll have to go through the mountain, through this valley area, through the mountains to get to the desert proper, what this map represents. So the area you are in is sandy, but it is more this area is sandy because of the blowback of the desert sand that cascades through the mountains and into this valley that's happened over time, right? So I would say where you are is, we'll just say, not as hot as the desert itself once you get there. To travel from the city you're at to get to where this map begins, so basically through this sand valley, through a mountain pass, to get to where this map begins, would be about a 4-day journey. So, and that's mostly along a river that comes out of the mountains into this valley. So for those 4 days getting there, you won't have to worry about rationing your water. You'll have an easy way of getting water. And it won't be stinking hot, right? Once you get to that point, there was a lot of discussion about where to go from there. So your camel, if I remember correctly, was carrying, had enough. Well, actually, you have 2 camels, but one camel, they gave you 1 camel and you guys paid for a second camel. The 1 camel had could carry basically enough water for 9 days of daytime desert travel. So basically what it comes down to is, and I was actually surprised that the module from 1E matches pretty closely the 5E description in the player's guide. So normally it takes a gallon of water to consume a gallon of water when you travel 1 day. In the hot desert, it would take 2 gallons. So if you want to travel at night when it's below 100 degrees, then you would only consume basically 1 day's water and you would have 18 days of water. But you're traveling at night, and at night it's dark and it's harder for you to see shit that's going down. Or you could go during the day and you would consume twice as much water and you'd have enough for 9 days. But you have a cleric who can cast spells. That's a 3rd level spell. And this is the conversation that went on quite a bit yesterday, just to make sure that we were figuring out exactly how you guys wanted to travel. And I'm not necessarily sure they came up with a full vote on the matter, so to speak. But, they at least have enough water to carry for 9 days of desert travel during the day. And you can decide what you want to do from there. And I think that was a lot of it, but I might come up with something else. So, group, you want to fill in any other blanks that I missed from that big synopsis? I mean, I could go into a bunch of other stuff as well, because there's a whole thing I talked about the different regional powers in the area. But I think I'll let you digest that before I get that far. Go ahead.
Wasn't it something about like maybe different elements or something might be more powerful, or like in control of those areas, or like focused on those gems or something?
Something along those lines. So basically there is a number of different powers going on here. So I got to rewrap my head around that part of my life, or part of this life. So let me think here. There is okay, so there is a couple different things. There is, making sure I've got all this right in my brain. Okay, there was one group which was the Dupare, which I believe I wrote their name up here at some point. So there is D. Hold up. Let's go with Dupare. So these are the folks that basically run this town and most of the area, to be quite honest. So they are really big in trade. And one of their main goals is to continue to, and I see we've got All-Star popping in. Hey, All-Star. And get yourself ready. We're just kind of doing a recap of last time a bit. There is their main focus is reestablishing trade from this town and trying to keep this area alive, without a better way of putting it, right? They're establishing rates across the desert, blah, blah, blah. They serve the one god Anu, and they also have they also are aligned with a group of, I don't want to call them police, but basically they have what are they called? Air Lancers, I think they're called. Basically, they ride around on Pegasi with lances and try and keep the peace in the area to make sure that trade can continue to commence throughout the area. There was another group here that basically historically they were called the let's write it down here, assuming I can type correctly. W. There was the Rordini. We'll go with that. And they worshipped many gods, which, as I sit here and think about my Egyptian mythology, makes a lot of sense because the Egyptians kind of did the same thing. But they worship many gods, and kind of like I was alluding to 2 seconds ago, like there was a push-pull between the people who worship just the one true God and the many gods. And for the most part, the people who worship the one true God won out. Most of the Randuri have since, we'll say, converted to the one true God. But there is a group within that called the dervishes that are around, and people know of their existence. They are in hiding-ish, right? But they certainly still have a presence here, and they are what's left of the folks that basically worshipped many gods in this area. So there is quite a push-pull between these different sects, and you'll find out a bit more about that later. Anyone want to jump in and try and fill in any other details I might have missed there?
No, I don't think we've ran into any of the sects too personally, and got to know them more involved yet. So I think that's pretty much what we know of as soon as we start going in, isn't it?
Pretty much. So
Bare bones.
Yep, it will come up over time, I'm sure. So where you are at now is in the main town that is in this valley. You're at the home of Aman. He is more than willing to have you stay there if you wish, as you're gathering things up. You are also welcome to stay at the inn down the street, the main inn. There's across the street from you, there is like a bathhouse, as well as like an adventurers guild area. There is a bazaar that's up there if you need to buy some other stuff. There is a temple of Anu, the one true God, and the Raj down across the street to the south of you is the main like administrative area for the town, where the town's leaders and all that kind of stuff make their home. So, like I said, we spent a lot of time last time on getting camels and figuring out how you're going to make your trek across the desert. If there's anything in here that you want to check out, you are more than welcome. Or, like I said, to move off Out of here, it will be about a 4-day trek. To get to the edge of the desert. I would say certainly the first day, 2 days, maybe 2.5 days, until you get to like the mountain pass to get to the desert. Certainly, the area in the valley itself is relatively safe and safeguarded between the travelers that are around, the air lancers that are around. The first couple days, like I said, 2.5 days, should be pretty easy going.
We can hope.
We can hope. Okay. Is there anything, questions, comments, anything you want to do in the town itself?
Maybe just fish for as we're getting our equipment and stuff like that ready, like in the bazaar and stuff like that. Maybe fish for more clues or rumors or anything like that to let us. Maybe we could like catch a hint on if there's a shortcut or if anyone saw anything anywhere. Like if they know where to go to get to these ruins instead of us just blindly wandering around the desert.
Maybe we could hire a guide.
Oh, yeah, that's a good idea. Good idea. We got the coin. Jingle, jingle, jingle. And like the bag just rattles of coin.
Yeah, you could talk about that kind of stuff. So you want to try and do some rumor mongering? Do you want to try and you know what? They've got a thing in the darn Tales of the Valiant book. I could probably look up for that. I'm just going to say make a charisma check, but I mean, I'm sure there's some like in their downtime section. I remember the whole thing about this kind of thing. But yeah, go ahead and give me some sort of charisma roll, or you should be really good at this, right, Smiley?
I should. Can I make a performance roll to see if I can like gather a crowd and then start like
go for
around
it
and asking questions?
I got too many windows
Well,
open.
that looks promising.
Wow, 19. Okay.
Goofing around, having fun, trying to gather like the crowd at the market to not only like make some coin on the side because he's always a hustler, but see if he could like hustle some information out of them as well.
Sure. Let me this being 1E is always a table for such things. So let's see what we got here. Well, how can I type it right? Actually, I'm going to do this. And how's that break down? Okay. So I'll give you a couple of different things you find out. You find out that you hear that the tales of the pharaoh's evil, right, are surpassed only by tales of their wealth. Many wondrous items were buried in their tombs, and untold wealth must surely be found there. That's one rumor. I don't think that's too shocking for you, but there's a rumor that you're going to come up with.
Imagine that. Rich people want to keep their riches even after they die.
Yes, they do.
A lot of traps and tomb raiders. You guys hear that? Yeah.
Sorry, I'm not Lara Croft.
You
Nah, you're not nearly as bosomist. And he just like jabs you in the ribs with the pointy elbow.
So there is another rumor you hear. You hear a rumor about a group called the Sand Voyagers. And these guys' these are, again, traders. And they are generally an honest guild who make it basically possible for people to cross the desert in relative safety. But you also hear that there are other caravans of slavers, and these travel by night and will not allow any strangers to come near them. You also hear some rumor around whether possibly they're, while the Sand Voyagers are generally thought of as being, like I said, a relatively honest guild, there are some who think that there might be some tie-in between this guild and the slavers in some way. They can't give you any more than that. It's just rumors because it's a rumor. But that's what they think. Thank you, dear. You didn't take any. Take some.
I got my own gelato.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Conspiracy theories.
My wife went out and got Rita's water ice, so apologies. I didn't bring enough for everybody.
That's okay. I have a local bakery's product sitting right next to me.
Ooh,
Anyone else try? Looks like the Hatchet Man tried. All right.
I don't do charisma.
That's fair.
You can always bribe someone, yeah, you know.
Actually, I'm going to look for a library because that's what I excel at.
I'll give you one rumor on a 12, though. These are only, peasants. They are very easily impressed.
I need my notepad.
Kind of tying into what I said a second ago. You hear that the warehouse manager for the guild hall at the Oasis, right, has been missing for many weeks. So this warehouse manager, if you look at the map I gave you, at the very top, you'll see a little the Oasis at the top there, at the very top of the map. Let me pull it up myself. Yep, what is it, like a little palm tree and some wording at the very top there.
Yeah.
That's where
on the world map.
on the map, yes, on the little patchment map, yes.
Yeah, I'm actually working on translating that right now.
There you go. So there's a warehouse manager there who basically deals with the Sand Voyagers that I was talking about a few seconds ago, and this warehouse manager has been missing for a number of weeks, which has caused some alarm in the trading industry because he was really good and kept things running smoothly.
So sand bandits.
What's everyone else doing?
Looking for food.
That's no problem. Food is easy to find. You can find either some relatively fast food for cheap at the bazaar, or if you want to go to the inn, they will certainly have food there.
Well, if I remember to hit my push to talk key instead of the escape key, I was going to look for some kind of a library. Got to put this intelligence to use.
All right.
And it's amazing to be useless. So, safe is just going to be drinking. That's
Okay.
What he's doing. Or ingesting special brownies, depending on how your setting operates.
Okay. So you at the inn? Are you staying at the home of the astrologer? I,
Is that to me?
that was somebody who's yes, you yes.
He would just like slope out to whatever the closest watering hole was and just drink there, or eat brownies there, until he was good and done, without really paying much attention.
Okay.
And unless somebody asked him to come along somewhere else, in which case he probably would, but failing that, he would just lose it up.
Okay, I'll get to you in a second. So for Horgrim, right? There are certainly various books and stuff at Amon's home that he has, because he's been doing research on the subject. So you can certainly hang out with him. There might be some stuff at the Adventurers Guild as well, but probably like Amon is one of those guys that like he just won't shut up. This is like his favorite subject. This is what he's been doing, I guess, his whole life. So he's probably good to try and pull some information out of. Let me see if I can get you something here for your research time. Why don't you spend something for your research and we can kind of go through that a little bit.
What do you mean?
Oh, you're doing research, right? Book research, so like blah. Like an intelligence roll or investigation roll, something like that.
Well, let's see. +7 investigation we'll have to do.
Yep. $14? Okay. So let's see here. Okay. So I'll say you learn a couple things. You will learn that the greatest pharaoh of the ancient days was entombed in Pazar, which I think I mentioned before earlier. Pazar.
Which,
That-
interestingly enough, I think is the place I'm deciphering on the map right now, because I have PA as the first 2 letters.
Oh, well, there you go. The city was buried beneath the sands, and the wealth of the pharaoh was buried with him. His wealth remains there, with a curse still on it.
Oh, that kind of sounds pretty convenient, eh? What's this place under a curse or something, isn't it?
Yeah, and just for the record, if you look at the map, the little castle thing on the bottom right, that's bizarre.
Ooh.
Seeing as I literally just finished translating it.
Perfect timing.
I'll say you also learn that Martek was pretty crafty. So beyond just the star gems and everything that you need to do to unlock the tomb, that you learn hints that there is maybe other safeguards that he put into place to try and control the Ifrit if the Ifrit somehow got released before he was resurrected. No details on that, just some wildly vague comments in the books that you find that that whatever Martech did for this whole thing was fairly elaborate.
Cool. And back to deciphering the map.
Okay. So give me a second here. I gotta scroll a different part of this map. Here we go. So I mean, you go to the inn. The inn seems to be your typical place for this thing. There were some local merchants there who were also drinking or getting fed or whatever. The main innkeeper is a female, 50-ish years of age. Seems to be in very good shape for her age, for sure, right? She definitely hasn't been partaking of the local drink as much as you might expect for someone who runs an inn. And she and the rest of the staff are taking care of the people, and overall, it seems like a fairly respectable place considering the size of the town and so forth. And they get a fair amount of business, right? Because this is like the main town that all the travelers and or especially most of the people who are traveling here are merchants and doing trade. So there's a fair amount of money that flows through here. So for the size of the city, I mean, it's fairly hopping.
So very busy, lots of commerce, and lots of people probably could have been like to and fro trying to attempt to get into these tombs and stuff.
Yeah.
All right.
I will say that I gotta relearn my name. So Thodar's character is Saf. Okay, yes. So Saf, I think one thing you've learned just from being around here is and being in here is that I've mentioned many times that trade is common, but it is also, you quickly find out as by overhearing people talk, that it is fairly heavy regulated. And if you don't have like the right credentials and you were to try to do some level of commerce here, like you would catch the attention of the local merchants guilds pretty quickly, because with the curse and everything that's going on in this area, it takes a fairly iron hand to make sure that people are being respectful and not ripping each other off. If people were going to that level and they were suspecting that people were knocking off merchants and stuff like that, then what trade there is that flows through this city would probably dry up pretty quickly. So, yes, the trade is pretty heavily regulated.
Do you need a busker's license to like get like beg for money, kind of like what Malenko is doing with his performing?
You okay with performing? That's fine, but if you were going to be a merchant and do some level of commerce type of thing, you would definitely at least need a license and would need to be registered with the Raj,
All right.
town to the south. I mean, the building to the south. Anything else that folks are looking for? Anything else? Go ahead.
Looking for a guide that knows these sands the best would probably be a very good idea. And once we find them, maybe using a spell to charm them. to like get them to follow us or lead us, I guess.
Okay. So I would say that you ask around, and I would say that whatever guides that are around would mostly be um, centered around going from here to either some other non-ruined town that's not on the map, or to get to the oasis itself at the top of the map. The ruins that are mentioned on the map to the east and west, people don't really travel there. Like Pizarre, as you've learned, is buried under the sand somewhere, right? So
What
there's
about
not
any
common knowledge on how
extras?
to get there, or to the other town, or whatever the other thing is that um, Horgrim is working on translating to the west, probably. What was your question? I'm sorry.
Okay, I was just wondering if there's any like eccentrics, people that are like trying to find these type of knowledge along with us, like anybody like, asking the same type of questions we are, you know. Anyone around town looking for the same things we're looking for, kind of deal.
Hmm. Um.
Trying to like sniff out any either potential help and or competition. Because who knows if there's other groups other than us that are like, other people have sent to go find these things or whatever. Maybe there's like some other agents lurking around trying to find people finding these places as well. So like,
Spin
gotta watch
me.
their backs, guys.
Spin me a. Spin me a persuasion. Oh wow. Okay.
It's the
So
smile. Everybody loves it.
so what I'll say is that while no one will say specifically about an adventuring group or anyone per se, that certainly there are always groups that are going out trying to um, find these places potentially, because obviously, like you've kind of heard from the few rumors already, there's money out there, and when there's money, there's people looking for it. One thing that you'll find out from asking around is that the whatchamacallit, I'm in the wrong spot. No wonder I can't figure out what I'm trying to say. The dervishes, right? That other, what's left of the clan that worships many gods. That they have heard rumors that they are tied to the pharaoh who cursed the land, which is Amon-Re, right? Which I believe I mentioned that last week as well.
Yep.
Pharaoh who. Right, and if I remember correctly, they believe that his tomb would be somewhere around, basically, since the map has been translated, the Tubara, which I think I mentioned that last week as well, that he was buried there. But if you didn't, I'll tell you now. that he is probably somewhere in that ancient town, and he's the one that cursed the land, and he is tied to the dervishes, right? What exactly they are, they don't know. We're just commoners, right? And we hear things, and that's kind of what we hear.
Okay, if it makes any difference at all at any point in the story, Hatchet Man does know thieves can't. So like if there's any like secret markings or whatever, he could be like doop 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 doop. I don't know what that is.
Put my mic down. Okay, I'll keep that in mind.
Smiley, what would everyone else call your character? Would they call them like Hatchet Man? Or
The Hatchet Man or whatever, but like he's going under the alias Malenko. That's not actually him. He just took the name of his like leader from like the the Dark Carnival where he's from, but like none of y'all know that. So like yeah, Malenko works. It's his little name tag there. It's just like
would that
yeah.
be like what out of like would that be how you introduce yourself essentially? Or
Yeah, the Great Malenko. Yeah. It's the Great
yeah.
Malenko. Yeah.
Nice. I think as like everyone is gathering the information, and especially as Malenko may go look to find other guides and people, I think the whole time Inara is just almost like just kind of waiting at the bar, perhaps, or at the last meeting point, fairly still and just like impatient. And when Malenko finally goes to look for this guide, I think Inara will just say like, "There are none who have been where we are going. We must be off before it's too late. The quest calls," and she's very like determined to just go with no support, no help, no nothing.
Oh, you're very stubborn, huh? You got a little death wish there, and he kind of like rolls around and like flops around, does like little handstands and stuff as he's talking to you. Like he's moving the whole time, like he never stands still.
It's like a stark contrast to Inara, who's like strangely unmoving, but she just says, "I am certain that we will find success. I have seen it."
Oh, we can't fail. No, we just got to make sure we're properly prepared. You've been out in that desert, sand for days. Gets in your teeth. It gets in your. He looks around and like leans in. It's in all the little naughty spots. And he like dances away and continues looking for the guide.
Nice. Sweet.
Or more information or whatever until he's just gonna go cause shit and get into shit until he has all the things he needs. Which like, what kind of stuff do we need out there? Because like I got incense for bugs and stuff like that. If you guys are worried about that.
I think the kind of bugs we're going to find out here are going to be the big kind that like to hurt you.
Ah, yeah, well, these can't help against that, but, those little ones that, like, bother you, that, the ones that fly around that smelly camel, it might help.
This I cannot say I'm looking forward to. Yeah, that was like all the stuff. I didn't have anything made to like prep or anything, so I'm good to go whenever everyone's good to go.
I've got part of the map translated, and some of them, I don't know if those misspellings are deliberate, but
Or it could just be whatever happened over the years from where this file came from might be slightly off.
Yeah. Because, I mean, obviously that one word is supposed to be river, but there's a U instead of an R, or instead of an E.
Maybe it's just pronounced different. River.
The
I know, I'm just going out there.
contain some alterations.
Okay, so you guys are heading off. Nothing else. Just making sure. I mean,
Where are we going?
where you'll be going is roughly north. So you're going to come out of the valley about 2.5 days through a bit of a mountain pass or break between the mountains that will take you to basically the bottom of the map. But where you're going from there, that's up to you and your folks. You can discuss that, which place you want to go first. And while you do that, I want to refill my drink. Give me like 30 seconds while you talk about that.
So, seems like we'll have to journey north a few days regardless, but then I mean, we should just probably go to one of the closest spots. I think the Turbocar and Pizarre are like probably the two main options. Does anyone have any other options they would want to like throw out there as things to explore?
Why? You just don't want to go straight through the desert, straight there? No stops, no nothing? Just, nothing but sand?
Well, in the Discord chat, I posted my translation so far.
Oh, cool. Okay, I'll hop back in there.
Looks great. Yeah, it's so helpful.
All right, I'm back. So where are you going?
And I just finished the top left one, which is Crypt.
Ooh. So, I am proposing that we either go to Turbocar or Pizarre because they're the closest as like a first stop. But I don't know what everyone else is thinking.
Yeah, you want to go to the Pazar? We can do that. That don't sound too bad. Pazar. Yeah.
Pazar is probably the closest as well.
Yes, I think although it may involve this horrific sand that keeps being brought up, it must be necessary.
And do you guys think it's better to go like during the day or night or like what? Because like it's hot out during the day. It's like like do we wait until like
already decided to go at night.
all right, yeah, cool. All right, just making sure you guys didn't change your minds.
The passing hours take no toll on me. It is irrelevant whether we go day, night, or other times.
Yeah, kind of like
heat doesn't bother me. It's nothing compared to the forge.
Oh, we gotta go at go-getters over here. Okay, let's get her.
All right, so hold on one second. Get down to where all you folks are at. So let me throw some camels at you because you have, well, the camels are large, so they're bigger than you are. But yeah, a couple camels. So let's understand, like, for right now, for the first like 4 days or so of travel till you get to that desert spot, you can certainly travel during the day, no problem. There's no problem to do that. It's like normal adventuring. All I just want to know is like, what are you all doing? Is certain people riding the camels or certain people walking? Like marching order, whatever it might be with you folks. Actually, I should probably make sure you can control the camels. Give me 1 second here. Configure ownership. I'll give it to everyone. Save. Let me get you new camels. 1 second. To make sure.
Yeah.
There you go. You should be able to move those camels, I hope.
Yep.
No? You can?
Yep. No, yeah, totally can.
I don't see them moving, but I'll take your word for it. Up, there they go. Awesome. So, is anyone riding the camels? Are some people at the head of the group, back of the group, whatever you might be doing for your traveling?
Malenko would probably be walking around and stuff like that, just doing his regular showmanship, just goofing, tumbling act as we all go, playing his little horn, like just dooting around. Doot, 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 doot.
Okay.
I thought the camels were mainly gonna be our pack animals, and to do that we could run them in a line, and whoever has the best animal handling could be the person at the reins.
Inara probably would not be a good person to handle the camels, but she would be.
Oh my goodness, that
willing to
might
walk
be
ahead.
me.
I disagree. I think I'm probably the worst at the animals. Unless your score is negative.
We might be tied there. I have a 0.
Yeah, no. They do not like how he's always goofing around, rolling around and stuff like that, being silly, and how he jingle jangles and stuff.
Claudius
Like,
Claudius can handle the camels.
All right. The crayfish is in charge of the camels. Got it.
is it kind of like a sheepdog? How they kind of like herd a sheep, just kind of like nipping at them from behind, like.
You can have them tied to make like a caravan, and like Claudius could be at the with the lead camel. That's fine.
Okay, yeah, I like that. I
Just
like that.
so I
Okay,
know
yeah.
that he's taking care of the camels and
Mhm.
you know
It's not a
doing
good relationship, but it's a one of respect.
okay. I'll gather
And
that.
besides, desert dwellers always travel in single file to conceal their numbers.
There you go.
Mhm. Is there like any like little sand sleds that'll help us carry these things that so they could be like easily packed or something, or just the camels?
You have the camels basically, and they carry a lot.
Yeah, that's good. Load them up with all the shit. Yeah.
I mean, I would figure the camels. Let's look here, right? And I was roughly because the rules were slightly different between the two. I think I was saying the camels were carrying close to between 400 to 500 pounds. I forget exactly what I was going with.
That's what I remember. Yeah.
Yeah, I know there was some differences between the 1E module and TOV. So if I say
I
like
seem to
500,
remember 400.
I will say 400. So it's 400 pounds, and that was enough to carry your 9 days of outdoor daytime desert travel, which you're not doing. So now it's 18 days. But regardless, they were carrying one could carry all your food and water. So if you're dividing it equally between two camels, that means you have about 200 pounds excess that you can put on each camel to carry, right? Which might be a person depending on how much you weigh and how much shit you're carrying. So someone could potentially try to ride the camel if they wanted to, depending on how much they weigh. And the camels, I'll just say, the camels move 50 feet, so the camels can zip around if you're riding a camel.
I just don't think I would.
That's fine. I'm not saying anyone has to ride the camel. I'm just making sure you understand the possible options that someone may or may not want to take up.
I think Inara's just not an animal person. She wouldn't be able to, I think. Or
I don't know if I'd want to ride a camel. I don't know. I guess I'd do anything once, but adventuring on a camel, I don't know. All my characters tend to be, wizards or something similar, so don't see them as the camel people. So I can assume that basically that Claudius is taking care of the camels, and the camels are just carrying what supplies you're carrying with you, pretty much. And the rest of you are just kind of like fanned out, so to speak. I don't know if anyone is particularly taking up the rear or the front or the sides, but you're basically just mulling around, except for the carnival clown who's doing backflips and blowing his horn and
dancing around like the whole group and stuff like that. Yeah. He's gonna be doing like the long travel like inspiration thingy. He'll be like, yeah, he'll be jazzing you guys up.
Okay.
The key to traveling in the desert is to conserve energy and water.
Oh, I got lots of energy. Don't worry about that.
And eat the clowns first.
Oh, might not want that. I may taste funny.
I lick the clown.
You get slapped on the face.
Oh, we're getting fresh here.
Not on a first date, mister.
Translated map is posted.
There you go.
Shit, it's quick, man. You are a scholar and a gentleman. Maybe you can lick me.
Did you say kick? I'll be glad to.
He just kind of like shoots away.
All right. So I assume since it's not blistering hot, you are going to travel during the day. You head off. The first couple days, as I said before, as you're coming out of this valley of that is basically full of sand blown from the desert. You pass some other caravans. You occasionally see someone riding a group of Pegasi with riders going by in the air and just kind of patrolling the area from time to time. And it, relatively safe within this area. As you're getting closer to the mountains now, to the mountain pass. Just to ask, since now we're starting to get to other stuff as well, what are you doing for at night for I take it you doing shifts to keep an eye out for things, correct?
Almost indubitably.
Is there anyone
And
who
I'm gonna
basically
tell you
almost...
Who can see in the dark?
Yeah, I'm asking all those questions and figure that stuff out because that'll be coming into play as we start to get moving here. And I don't know if some of you... We got, what, 3 humans, a dwarf, and a Sardini, whatever it is, the new...
So I grabbed actually instead the Aeonic that you had sent, which is this like kind of timeless being or like being from another time.
That's right, you switched, didn't you?
Indeed. So I lost my dark vision.
All right.
Oh, then it sounds like I'm taking the midwatch every night.
Sounds like it. Yeah, thanks for volunteering, pal. Slaps you on the back. Yeah.
But I can go twice as long without sleep, so I could take a watch here. But I would not. I think it doesn't affect the long rests at all. But it's just an interesting little quirk of the character. I can take an early watch.
You have the same name, though, correct? And you're still a bard.
Yeah, I honestly kept pretty much everything the same except the features of that background / like history, lore of that background.
Okie dokie.
How many tents do we got? Who's shacking up with me? Or whose tent am I sharing?
I assume you all have some sort of desert equipment that allows you to have, like, a small tent or lean-to or whatever heck you might want. So how are you doing the watches?
Sounds like Horgrim's on mid-watch because I'm the only one with dark vision.
I'll take first watch.
At least until we switch to sleeping during the daytime.
Sure.
How many watches are we doing? 3?
Yeah, in order to get the 8 hours everyone needs for a long rest, you typically have to do 3 watches.
I can take breakfast watch. Wake you guys up with something I do.
And I'll say here the 3 watches are fine, I think, for this. I always thought it was 4, but I have to go back and do the math. But for here, it's fine because you'll find that you have a bit more daylight than you normally do. So, you still get your 8 hours, but it works out. I have to double check the sleep rules. So Horgrim was the middle, and who's doing first? Was it Saf?
That was me, Inara.
Ah, sorry.
I don't know that Saf would volunteer, but he would definitely do one.
Okay. Let's do this.
Well, with extra people, we could also rotate so that there's people have a day off periodically. Well,
Resting.
except for me because I'm the only one with dark vision.
I actually
Yeah,
went
you
good
can
on
only
watch.
have you can only stand watch for no longer than 2 hours, and you need 8 hours rest. So it'd be four watches, 4 twos. So
All right,
Horgrim,
well,
do
if
you
we'll
want?
go with 4 watches? I'll take one.
Okay. Do you want the last one, or what are you doing?
I'll take the one next to last,
Next
Yeah,
to
I'll
last.
take the last one.
between the dwarf and the hatchet man.
Well, Inara was the first one. I was assuming Holgrim was the second one.
Right. I'll take the third one.
So then Claudius has the third one. And then the fourth one, the last one's going to be the clown? Or do you want to double up on one,
Yep.
Malenko?
No, the clown can do it.
All right.
I actually plan on waking everybody up very obnoxiously with his horning. He's gonna be doing do.
Saf, do you want to be part of one of these? Did you want to double up on
Um,
one, or are you just going to get you want your Blue Tea rest for the entire time?
Yeah, I think he would. I think he would double up on one of the middle ones.
I would say
because-
the third watch where there's no dark vision.
Yeah, that was my thought.
Okay.
His background is soldier, so like definitely has spent some time talking about this kind of stuff before, and I think he would just do it.
Okay. All right. So you have some sort of fire going or something like that, correct?
Always, yeah. My torches
All right.
only last an hour.
All right. I need something. Okay. So by the it will take about, I'll say, a day and a half to get through between like a mountain pass to get you to the desert. I'll say that so you guys spend one night in that out of the thing, and then out of the thing. Yeah, right. Go ahead, Paul. Out of the actual valley and the valley with the sand and in between the mountains. So for that one, can you all give me a some sort of perception check so I can see how the night goes?
So much for dark vision.
Okay. So let me.
Oh, hot damn! That's a good roll.
All right. Let me do this. Okay. I need. Oh, I didn't grab a campfire. All right, that's okay. I'll make something up. Burp.
So you're saying the clown wakes us up with a horn in the morning?
Sounds like it.
Is that so, Hatchet Man?
Hatchet Man, you still there?
Yeah, sorry, just switched over my laundry because it stopped.
So was I hearing that you wake us up with a horn in the morning?
Yeah. I'll be like dooting around, just like do, wake up, rise and shine, beauties.
So that means that 7 was because I was distracted by stuffing something inside the horn.
Oh, so it'd be like, what the,
Yeah,
and then it's gonna blow real hard on it until it
and
shoots
it's one
out.
of your own dirty socks.
Oh, gross! Blah. That's why it tasted familiar.
Oh, I don't want that. Oh, I grabbed this by mistake. And
So it was just gonna be like light duding to wake you guys up around the camp, but because he was trying to clear the horn and the airway, and because it was blocked and it shot out, it turned out to be like instead like a like a.
okay, so let me switch folks over here.
So instead of like a soft, gentle like morning wake up alarm, you get like, you know, the military, you know, loudness.
All right, let's do this one. 1, 2. Oh, that was neat. They were all public. Well, they all beat your 9. So, Hormgrim, as you're standing watch, other people are asleep. Basically, you are along the edge of the river, so you see from the light that you guys have. You have the river, or what's roughly called a river. It might be more of a glorified stream at this point, but that's running to your back. You have a bit of a
Claudius
shoreline
will actually
path.
sleep in the river.
No one should be sleeping in the river. The river's over here. Oh, Claude. Oh, yeah, you can. Sure, the crayfish can sleep in the river. Sure. I'm sorry. It took a second for that to process. Then you have like kind of a somewhat rocky, sandy shoreline, and then you have like, I guess, more sand off to the side that hasn't been carved away by what's left of this river/stream. So let me come up here. Why did I close my book? I have no idea why I did that.
You should be able to go to my token and assign dark vision.
Do you have it assigned? I was kind of going to ask that in 2 seconds. Token, it shows light. It shows... Let's just see what you've got. If you don't have it, I'm going to give it to you. I thought I gave it to you.
Yeah, I just went in and gave myself dwarf, but it didn't auto add it to the token, so I'm not sure if that's
Okay, yeah, it says vision mode, dark vision. It says dark vision 60 feet. Do you have it or not? Let's see. See if I can tell. Oh, stupid thing. How far can you see? Can you see this far or not?
no, I can only see. Oop. not move my character. Switch the ruler. I can only see to 30.
Huh. Why is that? Let's take a look at your... Hi, it says dark vision 60 here. Interesting.
Are you changing it on my token on the map or over on the right on the actors bar?
I am changing it on your token that's on the in the thing right now, not permanently.
Okay, then that should have done it.
Let me... I was going to say, I wonder if it has to do with the night rules I have in place, but let's take a look. Let's make it daytime for 1 second. Well, then you'd see everything, I suppose.
You could right click on the monsters and hide them.
They're already hidden. But let's just go here. Boop, 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 boop. Well, that should still give... That would show you everything if I switched it. Like, when I look at your token, you definitely see more than the other tokens. I wonder if it's because it's the way the nighttime thing is working for the entire thing. That's weird. Let's try this. Just for shits and giggles. Let's try and double it to 120 and see what it does. Didn't do... It must have something to do with the way the thing is.
Does the light spoil his dark vision?
I don't know if it's that sophisticated. Let me do something else. Give me a second. Take you back here for a second. Sorry. And let's do... I want to do that and not have global illumination and update this.
Hey,
Yeah, you can't see. That's on purpose. And if I go here, he can't see either. That is weird.
It maybe not be coded yet.
Maybe. Oh, here we go. I found it. I see what the problem is. All right, let's take you back to here. Activate. My bad. This will do it.
Foundry does have a large learning curve.
The vision stuff always gets me because you should be good now.
Yes, indeed.
Because there's like a spot where you put in how far you can see without light. Then there's another spot that says how you want that to look like. And then there's like another spot which basically says somehow that you have dark vision. Like, it's weird. Like, it feels like there's 3 different levels you have to go through. And sometimes I get I figured like one should take care of the other, and it didn't. You should be in a better spot now.
Yeah, now it works. So yes, I can see the pulsing light of the fire and then dim out past that.
All right. Sorry, it's been 3 months since I used this. Okay, so out of the sand comes 3 scorpions, like big ones. And I'm going to say that they do have a surprise on you.
so
Yes.
a big scorpion could be like 2 feet long. So,
These are large beasts.
oh, that's a pretty big scorpion.
Yes.
That's a humongous scorpion.
He is a big boy.
That's let's run the way and get the fuck out of here type of scorpion.
Holy moly.
Well, oh god dang it. 340. Give me a second. I accidentally closed my book in case I need to refer to it. What? Oh, god dang. You know what? This darn thing isn't released yet, and I have too many Cobalt Press books.
I know the feeling of tabbing between like 3 different source books to try and find the thing you're looking for.
I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I have 6 books that are just sitting on a chair here, not including the other ones I already own. It's like, holy crap. All right.
Yep, PDFs.
I don't have PDFs for all of them, but I have it for a lot of them. So I want to say that the well, they'll get a surprise round for sure, but they will kind of come out of the night and attack whatever they can kind of find.
So they all came out on that side while I was facing the other direction for a moment.
We'll go with that, yes, because they again the water's behind your back, so they're not coming from that direction. Boop. So let's do this. Just to put some stuff up, and let's do some attacking. So two of them are going to go after the camel for a second, just because no one said they were smart, and they're scorpions. So
Don't dare hurt our stinky friend.
they were just the first thing they ran into. They will attack. And that's interesting the way that works. So that would be a hit. And then if I go here for a second, let's do the second one. Okay, that one's a miss. And then I got to see how this thing does. It's defaulting for public roles for everything, which I guess is fine, but I don't always do that. So the one camel here is going to take 6 damage.
On it. He's at 4 health right now.
Yeah. And I want to say the camels were, I didn't know, I didn't do it with advantage, but I probably should have. Still, they do whatever. They're only camels. We'll say the camels was sensed them or something. That's true. I could have spun for that. The last one will attack Saf, because Saf is just kind of right there, and he's kind of asleep. So let's see here.
Asleep under his shield.
Asleep under a shield. A 19? I spun with advantage since you were asleep.
That would still hit.
Okay. So you will take. Let's do this. Well, first, can you make a Constitution saving throw for me?
Hopefully.
Okay.
Is there a way that I can do that quickly?
Pull up your character sheet and roll over, mouse over the word CON, or that little die underneath your CON, and you should be able to spin it. Or if you want to spin at home because these character sheets are kind of screwed up, that's fine as well.
I'm just gonna spin it just to type it into the.
You can type it in. I fully understand if you want to use dice at home because all this isn't set up yet, so I'm fine with people doing. That will pass. You will take just to double check the thing to make sure it's not half or this. You will take you will take 10 piercing and 2 poison damage from the stinger. And
I'm got less.
and you are not poisoned. So with that,
you weren't raging now. You are now.
Hormgrim, let's just roll initiative because that was skipped because of everything.
Yeah. Do you use
Oh,
the
my
combat
bad.
tracker?
I will use the combat tracker. 1 second. Let me reset it up. Boop. So if you want to put yourselves into the combat, feel free. And we'll use a combat tracker, or at least use that much.
Plus 0.013.
It's your dexterity as a tiebreaker.
Oh, I see.
I need to add 2 to my initiative because it doesn't. My character sheet's not set up.
That's fine. I'll add it.
I should at least put my stats in there.
Add 2, you said? So you got a whopping 6?
Yeah, I got a whopping 6.
Okay. Do I have to adjust anyone else's? I'll take
I need
Silence's
to roll
no.
mine and then adjust. Sorry about that.
I'm sorry, I missed that.
I will need to roll mine and then adjust it. I'm trying to pop my character sheet open right now on the Foundry.
That's fine. Let me add you at least to the combat.
Sure.
And I'll straighten your character out. Tell me what you roll and I'll
So
go
I got
with
a
it.
total of 7.
A 7? You got it. Okay.
Thanks.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right. So, Holmgren, I'm going to say that, obviously you were surprised, but you certainly see these guys, and I'll say that you raise some sort of alarm, however you want to do that. And,
Yeah, reaction to yell at arms.
okay. And with that,
More like, get the frack up. Got to remember my charisma score when I say things.
There you go. Malenko, Hatchet Man, you are lead off.
Okay, I'm just reading this ability because it didn't go over properly and didn't copy, so I'm just making sure I could do it while doing this.
Go ahead.
Okay, it's a disengage action with the bonus action, and I can go through their stuff. All right, cool. Never mind. So probably laying down and stuff like that still. So he'll tumble back up with his 15 feet and be like, whoa! And just, like, he'd start like grabbing his axes and doing his like juggling, and he'll throw one at him maybe. Or maybe, yeah. Where's the attack button?
I don't know if your attacks are going to work in this. It depends how your character sheet is set up, but you can go for it.
One-handed throw. There we go. So I'll throw that at one that is like 10 feet away from me. Or no, wait, it's between 20 and 60 is the range. So I'll do that to this one right here. The one that attacked the camel up north.
Sure. I mean, you could do that. I mean, you could certainly throw within 10. I mean, that's usually the edge of short range and the edge of long range. So you can throw it 10 or you can throw it 20. However you want to do it. You want to go with that one? That's fine.
I'll throw it at one. I'll throw it at the one that's attacking the camel.
All right. That's fair enough.
Oh, okay. I rolled a crit, so I should have rolled damage twice. Shit, I didn't even realize I got a crit. Oh damn. So 12 damage to that big scorpion up top.
You got it.
Do you guys see a little blue dot above the middle scorpion?
Yes, I do at least.
Yep.
Okay. Double right click to target him, and it puts that little dot there in your color.
Oh, dude, I see. Do you see the red one now?
Yes.
Oh, dude, that's so fucking cool. Thank you for showing me that. Nice. Okay, and then as a bonus action, I think I got some trickery stuff to do. One action.
Yeah, if you target them, you can do that for sure. I don't have any of the animation stuff working because I saw that when I was playing around with this that certain animation things that I was using for 5e don't seem to work on TOV yet.
That plugin isn't updated.
Right.
All right, yeah, that's my turn.
Okay. All right, Scorpion's turn. So the Scorpions thought they were going to have an easy meal here, and now that everyone's being roused and so forth, they're doing their thing. So they're going to go after, this one is the one in front of Saf. So he's going to attack with 2 claws and a stinger.
Okay, I would like to use my reaction to make it harder for him to hit by casting Unluck on that from Deep Magic Volume 1. So that is going to be
Nice.
for him, which is, it is just, I think just disadvantage. By uttering a swift curse, you bring a misfortune to a target's attempt. The affected creature has disadvantage on the roll. So that's a
Is it
level
on?
1 spell.
Is it
action.
a roll or is it just?
I think it's just on the roll. Yeah, it's one reaction which you take when a creature
Okay.
makes an attack roll.
So do you want to use that on one of the claw attacks or one of the stinger attacks?
I think I'll do one of the stinger attacks.
Okay. I figured you would, but I just wanted to ask the question. So let's go with the claw attacks on Saf. So let's do. So he spun a dirty 20 and a 15, and now let's do the stinger at disadvantage, which is a 10. So what's your AC? Because I don't know what works in here, so I can keep asking this question.
I think it would be 16 right now.
Okay. So he gets hit by one of the claw attacks, and you take 4.
So I've taken 16 so far. Is that right? Because I took 12 the first surprise round and 4 this round.
That sounds right.
Is that correct? Right.
And if you want to update your hit points on the character thing on the thing somehow, these people can see how hurt you are. Don't have to.
My sheet. I mean, I would love to do that, but like, I don't know what I'm doing wrong. I've been fighting with it basically for the past 2 hours. Because I have.
That's fine.
Anyway, so I'm 16 points down from 64.
Okay.
He's hurt, but it's not too bad.
What if I do this? Would that work? Yeah, it worked. Why I gave you damage. I just went to your character sheet and overwrote the 55 and typed minus 16, and it did the subtraction.
Yeah. Okay, that's fine.
Okay. This Scorpion here, realizing that, he can't really get to Malenko right now, so...
Yeah, I was gonna step forward to like the edge of the camel, but I forgot to do that before I started typing.
Where did you want to be? If you want to be somewhere, that's fine.
Just a step forward, kind of like up next to Saf, kind of being a distraction.
Okay. The Scorpion's going to see you as a threat since you actually threw something at him. So he will come over here and he'll... The camel, he can beat him up anytime, but people attacking his meal while he's trying to eat is kind of a bad thing. So he will attack Malenko there.
Okay, 16 is his AC right now.
Okay. That's a 15. That's a 22. And then the sting is a 13. So you said 16, so it just hit you with 1 claw.
Okay, cool.
So you will take 10. Claudius, you're up.
Okay.
I know they're your brethren, but help! They hurt me.
All right. I'm gonna cast a spell if I can.
Okay.
All right. The interface is not working the way I thought it was, so I will still cast a spell. I will just use it from here. Ugh. All right. So I am attacking the one that is at the furthest to the north.
Okay. Guiding bolt.
Which I
That's
think hits.
that's going to hit.
All right. So I do some damage. I do 15 damage.
Nice.
And I'm just going to stay in the water.
He's going to stay in the water. Okay.
Yeah.
Why
not?
Yeah, I can't argue with that. Is guiding bolt usually 4d6?
Yeah, it's 46.
Okay. I'm just trying to remember if that
That's
got.
what it says.
Oh, I
Very
looked at
strong.
it. I was trying to think back to 5e, and I was trying to remember if I got buffed or not.
No, it's always been a big early boom.
Yep.
Oh, and now that one is in pasty light, so anyone who attacks it has advantage.
Oh, okay. So it's got some sort of glow to it.
Yeah.
All right, hold on. That's fine.
So attack that one.
And that goes until next round or whatever?
I think so, yeah.
I'll read it in a second. Let's go with boop.
And the next attack roll made against this target. So it looks like it only works for one attack roll.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so it
Yep.
lasts until it gets attacked.
Yeah.
Sorry, I was typing.
All right, I put some sort of glow on them. What are we up to? So we're up to Saf. You're up.
All right. So bonus action, I think it is rage.
Okay.
And then Saf is going to kind of run past both of the scorpions. And I assume that I can squeeze. And not take attacks of opportunity. I'm not going to move again. But I think I get half movement on rage. I think that's right. And he is going to, of the two. Okay, the top one is more injured. So Saf leaps up, grabs a very large sword and runs directly past both scorpions and while going "Roar!" kind of thing. And then he is going to attack at advantage. I think he's going to reckless because I want advantage both attacks.
Do you get advantage from your own abilities?
Yeah.
Okay.
So the trade-off is he's easier to hit because everybody else has advantage on him. But he will always have advantage. I don't know how I'm just gonna roll it a few times. All right, so this is attack.
So let's make sure I got all this figured out here. You can roll your attacks, and we'll go through this. So unless you have an ability, you should not be able to move through a creature's space unless it is 2 sizes bigger than you.
I have that ability, but I'll get to that later.
So you can move. How and I'm not sure about you moving at half speed on a rage. I don't recall that, but we'll get to that in a second.
Unless it's your rage is special. No, it's like
right. You should
the only
move.
reason why you have half movement is because weren't you just laying down prone? So you have to use half movement to get up and then rage, or rage and then get up with half movement.
See, that
Oh,
I'll
I already
believe, right? But not because of the rage itself.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that berserkers get that. But let me see if I can find it.
1, 2, 3.
Yeah, I don't know what type of subclass you are, so I can't say.
So you can
He's a berserker.
move. As I'll let you look that up. So you can't move through the scorpions themselves. You can move through a non-hostile space. So theoretically, you could move to here, and you could, certainly attack the scorpion from there, right? That would be an attack of opportunity from the scorpion in front of you, if that's what you wanted to do. Because you probably move. Oh, actually, what do you move? You move probably 15, don't you? Because you usually move 30. What
So
did
I
you just
got,
type?
I got the sequence wrong. His foot speed is 40.
Okay.
But as soon as I roll initiative, I can move. Actually.
Okay.
So
Okay. So you can immediately move half speed, which for you would be 20. So I usually go every other diagonal is 10 feet, though I forget whether I have this set up for that or not. I don't know if it would work anyway. So theoretically, before you... so when you roll initiative, you can move immediately there. All right, we'll take into account now. We're all kind of learning these characters.
yeah, no worries. I could. It's good to check this kind of stuff because I could definitely be wrong. I was wrong.
That's okay, because we're all learning
uh,
the rules. So, I mean, from here, what did you want to move on your initiative speed? We'll just kind of put you there now.
So if you recall the North Scorpion was kind of not synced up in a wall. There was a space. So he would move it in that space to try to get here.
Well,
So
okay, we'll assume that you moved there before everything else happened. Okay, fine. I'll roll with it this time. We're all kind of learning. We'll get grumpier and go by the rules as we get through a couple more of these combats
sure.
and get our feet wet. So I'll say you're there. That's fine. You made your attack, and then you still have your normal movement. So you did your attack.
Yeah, so that's he gets 2 attacks. The first one is a 22, and he is recklessly attacking. So he gets advantage on everything, and also incoming attacks have advantage. All incoming attacks.
Right.
So hold on. I think this is the right number, and that is probably going to be a miss. But this is the advantage roll. So it's a 22 and a 23.
Okay. Yep, you hit.
And this is a great sword, so I believe it's 2d6 plus strength modifier, if I'm recalling this correctly. So that would be that 15 on the first hit, and 12 on the second.
All right, so a total of 27.
Yeah, 27 damage.
Okay, he's definitely looking hurt.
Good. And that
All
is my
right.
turn. He is not going to move anywhere else.
Everybody, let me know if you ever missed an attack. I have a spell for that.
And don't forget,
Okay.
if you miss an attack, folks, add a luck to your luck pool.
Ooh, true.
Oh yeah, Malenko gets 2 luck every time he gets to do that.
Okay, don't forget to add your luck when you miss.
Aye aye, Capitan.
It's okay.
Oh, I'm gonna forget.
I'm gonna forget too, but I don't think I'm missing too much. Oh wait, I have to double check because I think I'm going to be attacking at advantage all the time, basically.
Yeah, especially if I help you.
Well, no, I think he's just going to take advantage because offering the DM an advantaged attack is the bargain we're making.
Well, there's enough other ways to get advantage, though.
I hear it.
You want to stay safe. Sometimes you don't have to be the DM's punching bag, is what we're saying.
But I like having a punching bag. What?
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 I mean, just to say, I mean, I have fairy fire on tap.
Oh, that is very nice. Yeah, so that's the end of my turn. Except I'm going to try to figure out whether the heavy weapon mastery got invoked. No, it did not. Nothing. Never mind.
That's
the end of my
fine.
turn.
Scorpion's
Sorry,
going to
there's,
try and sting this other camel because nobody's really bothering it. Let's see here. Yep, that will hit. And
Just don't kill this camel.
There's 4 extra damage, I think, against that camel. Or against that.
No, this is an uninjured camel. Boop.
I don't think it's a camel anymore.
No, because it made its save, so it did not take that full damage. So it's going to be, it takes 7 from the stinger. It was trying to paralyze it and then grab him. So I guess he's going to have to do the 2 pincher attacks.
Oh no, he's only at 3 health left.
Sorry, Mr. Camel.
It's.
Nah.
Yeah, no, he's dead.
Yeah, the camel is definitely 3.
Well, good thing we brought a decoy.
Oh wow, 3 and 10. So it actually is like dead.
So I picture it as like the claws like grabbing it on either end and just like ripping it in half.
Yeah. So thank you. You can see that this scorpion is kind of like it stings it, claws at it, the camel goes down, and it's keeping its claws on it and is trying to drag it into the darkness. So I'm going to say this is a pretty big camel. So this guy have let's see. Yeah, fine.
I think we should agree here that the camels are not carrying their food while they're sleeping.
Fair. No problem.
Yeah, that'd be mean to let them sleep with all that weight.
All good.
Animal cruelty. I'm calling PETA.
I'm going to say he's just dragging the camel into the darkness. It's just food, nothing personal. Inara, you're up.
So how could he make a full attack and drag the camel in the same move?
He's holding on to it and is just trying to pull it. He's doing half. I gave him half movement.
And I believe the pinchers have the grab ability.
Yeah, he's got it. I mean, it's his hands. Like he just pinched it and held onto it and is just moving at roughly half speed.
All right, so Inara's gonna kind of move to the center here, devastated by the loss of the camel, but unfortunately no way to bring it back from the dead. And she's gonna just try to start boosting everyone up here with this is like a Tales of the Valiant Bard thing, the Bardic Performance. So you can use an action to pick one of the effects. She's gonna pick Celebrate Life. So while your Bardic Performance is active, allies can choose to expend one of their hit dice at the start of their turn. and recover a number of hit points equal to the result plus charisma modifier. I believe that's the only effect available to me right now.
Plus
So,
our charisma or plus your charisma?
plus my charisma, which my charisma is going to be for you guys a +4. So it'll basically be, and I believe, as far as I can read here, there's no like action or reaction required from you guys to do this. It's just like it's just at the beginning of your turn this happens. So you can heal up from that. But if I become incapacitated silence or try to change my effect, that ends. And it holds for a minute.
Yeah, and you got to use a bonus action.
Yep.
It up. Yeah.
So
I was reading the other one just my last turn. I was like, shall I use this? Yeah.
I'll
Anyway,
at
sorry.
least do it. So if you're within 30 feet here, which I think is most everyone right now, you can heal up on the beginning of turns, and then I will shoot a bardic inspiration to Saf over there, who's locked in combat with 2 of them, as well on my turn. I need to confirm the dice size for that, but I believe it's a D6. Yep.
But to say D6 sounds right.
Sorry, D8 at 5th level. My apologies.
Oh wow, you just got it.
Just upgraded.
Very
So,
nice.
all right, so yep, that's all for my turn.
Okay. This camel ain't going down without a fight if this guy's going to sting at it. So it's going to try and bite the scorpion in front of it.
Yeah, get it.
That's a hit.
What? You could do it. Ooh, toot, toot,
All right.
toot.
The scorpion takes 5. And the camel's just pissed off. Camels get pissy. I've got a dead camel, and then it's Horgrim. You're up.
All right, I think I got my character sheet set up where I can just right-click or just click the attack in the game. So
Nice.
I'm gonna pull something out of a movie, and as I'm walking this way, pumping off heavy crossbow shots into that scorpion. Oh no, you don't!
Oh, the one dragging the camel, or the one to the north?
The one dragging the camel.
All right. All right. Revenge.
Okay, as soon as I figure out why it won't let me attack with it.
Yeah.
Is it equipped?
Yeah, it's equipped.
Okay. Sometimes it's just that little E that all it needs.
You just
Oh, there
never
we go.
know what's working and not working in this right now. But go on.
Yeah.
Oh,
There.
Okay.
Shot number 1.
That's a good hit, yeah. Did you just crit it too?
Crit it for almost max damage.
nice.
Oh, fuck yeah, buddy.
And then the second shot. Oh my god.
So you have all the sexy stuff because it's a crossbow, right?
This is a heavy crossbow with the infusion for loading so that I can fire it more than one time per turn.
Okay.
So basically, I've got a double-barreled shotgun.
That's
All right.
great.
So that was not a crit, even though it's in green for some reason. But let's go with it. But hit him with your normal hit. 12. Very good.
So again, almost max damage.
Yes.
So there, he took 34, and I'm done.
Fair enough. Top of the order. Malenko, you're up.
Oh, by the way, ignore the fact that my token says barely injured because it won't let me set my hit points.
No worries. Do you want to be at 26 or
51.
never mind? I won't try to fix that. You're up, clown.
Okay.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
I wonder if I should just make fun of it because its mama's the healer, or just slap a dap a doodle. I will use my bonus action feat, Martial Tumbler. Where? No, that's on this page. Okay. Yeah. No. Oh. Okay. I thought I could proc it. Oh no, I can't. Ha. So I can like roll around and hop around and stuff like that, and I can move through their spaces.
Yes,
I'm
you
using
have
that-
that funky tumbler thing that allows you to do do that kind of stuff. So where are you going to move your guy?
Can't get me. And, like they're gonna try to like step on me and pincer me and stuff like that. Like, but like I just keep dodging and dancing and like limboing underneath them and stuff, just doing some silly shit. And now I'm right here in the perfect position to whap-a-dapple doodle them again. And I will use another Wajaja hand axe attack.
Are you doing it against the badly injured one to the north there?
Yeah,
Well, that was your attention at least.
that totally was, and I'm gonna be like, "Jeez!" And yeah, that's his turn.
Okay.
So hopefully, I'm like being as much of a distraction to the other ones to kind of like herd them towards me. I guess I tease them relentlessly as I dance through them.
So this one. No one's really bothering him, and Saf is right there. So I guess he's going to have to attack Saf.
Go for it.
And he still has advantage, right? Because of your reckless from last turn.
That's right.
All right. Claw. Claw.
Oh Jesus!
Sting.
All three of those are going to hit.
Can you give me a Constitution saving throw? Please.
20 plus
Okay.
17.
So for the claws, we'll say 9 plus another 9, and then the poison will be half. So this won't be. Ooh, dear me. That would be 15, not 20, for the poison. And then you are raging, right? So you got to reduce all that by half, correct?
Yeah, so
but not
basically.
Yeah.
So rather than take 18 plus 15, he's taking 9 plus 15.
So
Right.
24 still, which is ouchie.
So does that work against poison, or is that just against slashing and other attacks?
The type of rage that he has is just against physical attacks.
Okay. So half of 9 is 4. So that would be 4 plus 4 plus 5 for the physical attacks. So that would be 13, right? And then you saved on the poison, so that would be an additional 5. So it would actually be you don't half the 5 because that's poison. It'd be 18 altogether.
Okay, all right.
Okay. All right. And that's the one scorpion. And the badly injured scorpion, Saf is the only guy right there, and he's been smacking him. So I'm sorry, Saf. I'm not trying to pick on you.
Yeah, no, bring it on. That's why he's there.
All right. Still advantage, right? So claw. Sting. Did the sting hit?
Yeah, the sting barely hit, but yes.
What?
Could you make me another Constitution saving throw, please?
Sure. I think that failed.
Okay. You are blinded.
Fun. Okay.
Boop. There we go. And for damage, so half of that would be 4.
Right.
Half of that would be 3. That's all right, Holgrim. We'll fix it in a bit. And the sting would be half of 11, which is 5. So you take 5 piercing because of your rage, and you take the full 10 poison for a total of 15.
All right. So
that'd be 15 plus 3 plus 4.
Okay. That's 23.
Sounds right. It's getting late for my brain, but yes.
I'm sorry for leaving you there, dude.
No, I'm fine. I think he's pretty hurt. He's pretty hurt though. And he's blind.
And he's blind.
Yeah.
Claudius, you're up.
Yeah. All right.
If you need the healing, you got it. But if you're unharmed, as it looks on a Dodger, you're good.
All my best healing spells are touch spells.
Nah, just run over there. Right? Yeah, no problem, right? Oh, you can't quite get there. It'd be 40 feet to run there. There wouldn't be an opportunity attack because in these rules, it's moving out of someone's reach, which would cause an opportunity attack, not moving in. And Hatchet Man, when you do your tumble thing, you're immune to opportunity attacks, correct?
Yep, it's the disengage action,
Okay.
but you get to move through their spaces.
Just making sure I remember it the same way.
Yep.
All right, so I'm going to cast Sacred Flame on, if I can find it. Where is it? There it is. On the scorpion that's closest to death, the one up
Yes.
to the north.
Okay.
So he has to make a dex save or take damage.
Creature you can see. Blah, 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 blah. Dex save. You got it. He's not horrible. But he failed.
Okay, so he takes damage. He takes 16 points of damage.
All right.
Is he still alive?
Yes, he is.
He has no business being alive.
He's a beast.
But
Beasts
as
have
a
lots of
bonus
hit points.
action-
They're easy to hit, but have lots of hit points. That's a beast for you.
Yeah, all right. As a bonus action, I'm going to cast Healing Word on Saf.
So healing word, that would be
That's a
2.
That's a ranged heal attack.
That's 2 leveled spells in the same term. You really can't do that.
No.
Okay,
No,
okay.
one's a cantrip.
Oh, is it? Okay, my bad.
Yeah, Sacred Flame is a cantrip.
Okay, my bad then.
Healing Word has a level to it, though. And I heal Saf for 7 points of damage.
Okay.
which is not much, but the way he's taking damage, it probably won't matter.
It's the
It
thought
would
that
have worked
counts.
better. Would have worked better if the thing died, but it didn't. So
They
Yeah.
don't flag on the spells what level the spell is. Interesting. Okay. Okay. All good. All right, Saf. You're blind, but you miraculously feel a little better about that because you got some hit points back.
Um.
Don't forget the bardic
So how does
inspiration.
one?
Yes, you got that too.
Oh, I forgot about that. Do I get luck for failing a saving throw?
I believe you do. Yes.
Okay.
I'll just double check.
So
Luck
all the
rolls.
attack rolls are going to have advantage to me anyway. So I'm going to reckless attack. Because that means I get advantage. And so, what is the action for rolling hit dice to recover health?
Oh, sorry, I wasn't sure what you were talking about there. Yes, so you can roll 1 hit die at the start of your turn, add 4 to it, and recover that much health. It does not take an
Okay.
action.
All right, cool. I'm gonna do that.
Oh, that's one of your bardic things. Nice.
Does that stack if both of us are doing it? I wonder.
Everyone is able to do it. Oh, I see what you're saying. I'm not sure. Maybe we want like I don't see why it
Yep.
would stack, but we might want to have Blue Flash just review it. I can send that the wording of that.
Yeah, I'll find it in 2 seconds. So, for luck, you get it when you fail an attack roll or a save. You gain 1 luck. You only get 1 luck per turn. You can't get multiple lucks per turn. So if you miss like
I let
3
you
attacks, you don't get
miss it.
3 lucks. You get 1 luck per turn that you miss something. And now I got to read something. Sorry.
Okay.
And then, what am I reading for you, Alana? This is your character sheet. This is
Same effect from multiple sources, I believe.
So I just sent the effect in the Discord chat.
all right.
And we're just curious if that would, like, if I cast it and then they also cast it at the same time, if that would work, or if it would just really be one of us at a time could cast it.
While your bardic powers.
Oh, and did you miss an attack roll at all, Saf, or anyone?
Nope. Not yet.
I'm just making sure.
I'm gonna. Thank you.
Oh, I see. Because you're saying you have 2 bards, you were wondering whether
Right.
you could do that twice.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, right now, just one of us is doing it, so we don't need to answer it right away.
I'll research that one. I want to look into TOV rules to see.
Yeah, I think this is like the big TOV bard thing, or like the big new thing. So it's a little different.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna play the cutting words one so I could negate their attacks and shit. But
Nice.
Let's see.
yeah,
That's not an X. It's my turn, right?
yeah.
What are we up to? So it's yeah, Saf, what are you doing?
So that is an attack at regular amount of advantage. Because we balance advantage and disadvantage, right?
Yes, you
Um,
balanced advantage and disadvantage. And normally, if I said if
so,
you were blind, you'd probably have to pick the spot you're going to attack. But you know these guys are right next to you. Just go and attack them.
You got big sword,
Yeah,
they big creatures. Something will hit something.
Yeah, that's his thought. So, so the first attack will hit. and then the second attack is an 18. Which I assume hits.
Yep.
E6 plus 6 on the first attack for damage. So 13 points to our most badly wounded fellow to the north.
Yep. And he
Is that
feels
enough for him?
not quite, but your second one hits. Right? You're doing 2 attacks on him?
Yeah, I'm gonna do both attacks if he doesn't go down. So
Yeah, on the second attack, he you feel him crumble beneath your sword.
all right. And as a bonus action, berserkers get to make another attack. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that.
Okay.
That is gonna miss.
So what gave you advantage for this whole turn? Just so I know.
Yeah. So reckless attack gives.
Oh,
enemies,
you're recklessing attacking again. Okay, I'm with you. Never mind.
Because I'm already at disadvantage.
Right. There's
to
no
attack, and they all
sense in
advantage
not
on me.
doing it.
Yeah. So, Smiley, you had something for me if I miss?
Yep. I have a
Missed.
reaction that I can make a ranged spell attack against a motherfucker. It's a sweet cantrip that I hope to use all the time. It's called Swinging a Missile.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
And like it's gonna be all like funny shit. It's gonna be like, you know, forced versions of like pies or something like that. Like little anvils dropping on their heads and shit. Like this guy's gonna be like wacko cartoony style.
So what are you doing to this poor guy? I'm sorry. Go ahead. So what did you pull out of you think you have 2 luck? I don't know if you have 2 luck. I can't keep track of your luck. You get 1 luck per round that you miss something. But if you missed multiple times, you do not get multiple lucks. And Thoder, I don't know if you. Oh yeah, right. You got 1 from before and 1 from now. So yes, you got 2 at least. I agree. Because you missed your attack roll against whatever it was, and then Clown. What are you throwing at him?
Swinging a missile.
Swing and a missile.
Advantage of momentary distraction an ally's attack provides. Firing a miniature arcane missile at your ally's target just as the ally's attack misses. Make a ranged spell attack against your ally's target. On a hit, it takes 1d4 force damage, but seeing as how I'm level 5, it's a 2d4. So I'm.
And it's a cantrip, and it's a reaction somewhere. Yes. Okay. So what'd you spend?
I'm not too sure. I'm trying to make a ranged spell attack right now. So, no, shut up.
It's all right. We're asking the questions. It's
Well,
all
not
good.
you. They're yelling at me.
Oh, no worries.
That looks like it hits.
That hits.
So it'll be a 2d4. And is it plus my spell mod? Let me see. No, it's just the 2d4. All right, sweet.
So 5?
So I piss him off with 5 damage. So like, think about it. Like he pulls out, like he mimes like a little tiny arrow, and he's like, whoop, boop, and it just kind of like pink clatters into him. And then he like, if he even like looks around or whatever, like Malenko will be like, just like blowing raspberries at him. So that's my reaction spell. It's beautiful.
Okay. Love it. So next scorpion. So let's see.
Saf, I think the answer to that question is no.
For which one? The stacking thing?
Does he get to save at the end of his turn for blindness?
Blind.
Oh, for blindness? I'm sorry. No, you do not.
That's
Okay,
probably going to
alright,
take
no
a
worries.
restoration spell.
Yeah, you just have to wait for me to get my butt over there.
All right.
So, the
Why
attack that I
that?
messed up against that scorpion, I don't think it'd be enough to kill it. But I forgot that I have weapon discipline, which means I do triple damage on a crit instead of double.
Holy shit.
Okay.
Yes, I totally forgot to add because that whole feat isn't in the game yet. It's +1 to attack and damage with one specific weapon. When you get a crit, you roll an additional damage dice, which for the heavy crossbow is a D10. And then when you kill something, you gain temporary hit points.
Okay. Sure. Man, I'm gonna have to reread this whole class again.
Yeah, it's pretty bonkers, and it's all 100% out of the core book.
Well, they wanted to try and make the artificer better.
Oh boy, did they!
They definitely did. Okay, so back to my turn.
That's just a martial talent that any martial character can take.
Okay.
I chose aim.
Yes. So Saf, on your turn, so you missed this scorpion. Malenko, you threw a little pie or stone, whatever it was, at him. What is this guy going to do? So yeah, no one says he's the smartest guy. He's just going to go after Saf and try and finish off Saf and then take him for dinner. I think that's the goal here. Because Malenko really didn't do enough to really think he's doing bodily harm to him. So let's see what he can do. With advantage because you are blinded. So let's go.
Isn't that the one that already attacked?
Let me check. Is it?
Yeah, no.
Oh no, you're right. My bad. Forget it. It's the guy here who did the thing.
The one who I just put 2 great big holes in.
Yeah, he did. I guess I got to think what he wants to do. Sorry about that. Didn't mean to scare you there, Saf.
That's all right.
Scorpion is as dumb as a rock. So what is the scorpion going to do? I think with all that shit there, I think he's just going to try and continue to pull the camel out of here and see how this is going to work out. What is the strength of this dude? 3. He's a large dude. They're a large dude. All right. He's just going to try and drag him away from here. So if I go... Yeah.
Simple mind is as simple mind does.
Yeah, pretty much. Tries to pull him into the darkness and see how that goes. All-Star, you're up. Alana?
I knew we should have named the camels.
Oh yeah, Inara.
Anora,
Should've
thank you.
picked them. Awesome. I think. Well, I just gotta check the distance between these two guys quickly and see. 30 feet, we say. Interesting. Cool. So I'm gonna try out a new cool spell I found called Frenzied Bolt, which is crazy, and we'll see how it goes. It's luck based. I will drop it in the Discord here. But essentially, I'm going to, you see Inara has out her little, like, musical bowl that she is sort of using this, like, mallet kind of thing to, like, kind of circle the top to create this vibratory effect that creates this kind of hum throughout the desert. And this is her like bardic song as well that's giving people the ability to heal themselves. But she reaches this higher pitch with it and this higher intensity that shoots out this bolt towards the scorpion nearest her. So she's going to make an attack roll against the scorpion first and try to hit that. And then there's a damage type table that is D10 basically for random damage type. If I roll odd on that table, the bolt will spring to a new creature. So hopefully I roll odd and then even so it doesn't spring to any of us. But first, the first attack will be D20 roll. Sorry, if the attack roll, not the damage type, is odd. But okay. So
Okay.
it's only a 6 plus my modifier, which is +7, so it is a 13. If that hits the scorpion closest.
It will just miss.
So bolt flies
Woohoo!
wide, and nothing else further happens.
No, oh wait, no, it hasn't been my turn yet. I can't use my reaction again. Never mind. Sad gesture.
But you get one
then-
luck.
You
True,
do get
I
a
will
luck.
Add to my luck pool. Perfect. And I will use my bonus action here to maintain the bardic song, so we continue to have the ability for people to heal themselves at the start of their turn.
Okay.
That's all for me.
Just for giggles, the camel is going to just spit at the scorpion that is still right next to it. He does hit. 1 second here. Oh well, that would have been fun. The scorpion will take 3 acid damage. And it made its saving throw. So when the camel spits and hits you, you have to make a con save or you are smelly for 1 hour. Which,
I love
if you
it.
don't clean it off, then the smelly creature has disadvantage on charisma checks. That was just for fun. All right, Horngrim, you're up. So you said you did extra damage to this scorpion? How much?
Would have been an additional 1d10 plus 1.
All right, I'll take off 6 hit points just to keep it going. Go on.
I'm not letting him get away. He may be dead, but if anyone's going to eat that camel, it's going to be us.
You want the food.
Joke will be on you when I resurrect the camel.
Is a 14 hit?
The 14 hits exactly.
I wish it would only highlight crits.
Yeah, I gotta do the math.
Bug report.
Yeah, we can put it in there.
Well, I know I'm +8, so it's not a crit unless I roll a 28.
Right. All right, so we're talking about
Yeah, I'm
28
cussing him
damage.
out. No, this time it was only 24.
24, because it was 14 plus... Oh, yeah, you're right. My bad. Okay.
I don't really have a bonus action, so
That's fine. You're up, clown.
All right, I'm trying to edit this spell because I'm about to use it on our friend there. So, contagious healing. So, with an action. All right, cool. And I used one of my 2 second circle slots. I cast contagious healing on Saf.
Okay.
So I'll run right up to him to try to get up in this scorpion's grill, touch Saf on the shoulder as I do so, and be like, oh, "Buddy, you got this!" And it inflicts a friendly creature with a magical disease. It regains a number of hit points equal to 1d8 plus your spellcasting modifier the next time the target takes damage. The disease ends on the target and inflicts a new friendly creature within 10 feet of the first. The new target regains hit points to the 1d8 to the spellcast modifier the next time it takes damage, and it jumps within another friendly creature within 10 feet, and it lasts for a whole minute until no one else is in range and it dissipates.
Huh.
It can only work on everybody once, though. So that's the kicker. So it works on Saf, and then it works on me. And if no one else is damaged or within range, the spell ends. But if they're damaged and within 10 feet of one of us, then it transfers onto them and it heals them. So pretty much gonna try to get to the camel close enough. They're close enough almost so they can heal each other. Know what I mean? Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah.
This is
has to
another
take
one from
damage.
Deep Magic, isn't it?
You got it. Yeah.
I am going to regret giving you that PDF.
Yeah, you are.
You come up with the craziest spells out of it.
Yeah, Deep Magic 1's interesting.
It is. Interesting is a good way to put it. But I paid for it, damn it, so I'm going to allow it until it annoys me enough that I don't want to allow it anymore. All
I
right.
can live with that. So
All right.
that's his
So what am I doing? What am I doing?
just put on Saf, kind of like a healing symbol or something, so we know that he is possessed by this healing factor or healing disease, I guess. And then after that,
Okay.
I'll use a bonus action to Bardic Inspire Saf too, so he can kick some ass. All right, who's gonna?
All right. For
Yeah.
shits and giggles, I'm just going to flag him with a.
If you
I
have
don't
a
know.
fun day, do that. That works for me.
A what? I'm sorry.
I swear we should get like a little funny clown face, little.
I have to see if I
Image.
can add them in the future. I'm just going to put them as transformed for now, just so I know that it exists.
Yeah. Exactly.
All right.
And then bonus action, Bardic Inspire him as well. So I will use my. Where is that? There we go. Yes.
So about the Bardic performance thing, like I was like doing Googles while everyone was kind of not Googles, but searching the PDF. I mean, kind of like similar to 5e, which I expected. Like the magical effects generally don't stack unless something says they stack. So
Gotcha.
I'll dig around to
open
see.
test.
I might even ask on the Discord just for giggles, but I would think that would apply.
You know that.
All right, cool. So you be done?
Yeah,
What
Bardic.
was the healing amount?
1d8 plus my spellcasting modifier, which is going to be a 4. So you don't heal yet. You heal when you get attacked.
Oh, I see. Okay.
So I hope you have enough damage to, get healed. But if you go down, you instantly come back up because I heal you. So yeah, buddy.
Got it.
And yeah, that's the end of the silly ass clown's turn. You also have Bardic Inspiration, so if you miss a shot, you could just use that and just whop out.
All right. So scorpion here. So this scorpion here sees his dead buddy and sees, like, I don't know, 4 things around it. So this guy is just going to try and get out of here and share the camel meal with everybody else. So he is going to move. So 1. How fast do these guys go? 5 feet. All right. 5. He's just going to move back and get the heck out of here and see if he can help his buddy. So Seth is blind, so he don't know squat. Malenko, if you want to take a opportunity attack, you can.
I really, really do. I could use a ranged spell attack or a cantrip against him, but I don't think I have a cantrip that works. Like I can make fun of him with that, but I think I'll just throw a hatchet at him.
I mean, you can hack with the hatchet. You don't have to throw it, but it's up to you. I mean, he basically walks past you, so you can throw it, or you can just hit him. Because I don't know how many hatchets you have, but
I specifically bought 5 extra ones and then my magical hatchet.
okay.
So like yeah. I'm keeping track of the ones I throw out of my inventory too. I got 2 left after this attack.
Also, if you roll low, I have a reaction that can let you add a D4 if that helps. It's a spell I have.
Oh.
But,
Hell yeah, okay.
Well, he hit, so he's good.
yeah, not today.
So damage.
Doing that right now, yeah.
All right.
I just checked blinded, and it doesn't say that I can't take reactions. So of course your call, but it just talks about checks. So it doesn't say anything about not taking attacks of opportunity because you're blind.
Interesting. So I'll see if I can find it within here. Normally, if you're blind, you don't take opportunity attacks because you can't see the thing moving out of your space.
I mean, logically, it makes sense what you just said, but I'm just giving you what they have written.
All right, let me
But
find
if
it.
it's like that big moves around you, you might be able to be like, that's something's wrong.
I just dumped it in the chat.
If you want to play it as like he's blind and he's swinging randomly, I'm right there, and I could be in the way or something like that. Yeah, I don't mind getting hit or a little bit of PvP if you think about that.
So a creature or PC monster can make an opportunity attack when a hostile creature it can see moves out of its reach.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no, I can't see.
That's
Yeah,
fair enough.
yeah, yep.
Page 229 if you're looking for it.
I was just looking at the condition for.
That's
blinded.
fair. That's fair. Yeah, like I said, go ahead.
To be fair, they probably should have put that in blinded, but
Yeah.
they didn't because it's already in the other place. But
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes.
Hey, it's Cobalt Press's first time writing this. They're not very good at cross pollinating those type of little blurbs. But all good.
It makes sense. That works logically how it should.
Yeah.
No worries.
Boop.
Damn,
Just
Sam, you better
putting
go
the
up
thing in
there.
there in case we look for it for later. Okay, so he's gonna move there, and Holgrim is there. He'll attack Holmgren as he's
Of course he
trying to do his thing. Let's see how this goes. 23.
hey, he likes me.
18.
I do not have my shield right now, so that will connect.
Give me a con save, please.
Poison with advantage.
Yes. No problem. So that would be 7 plus 8 plus. That's not 15. That is actually 11 since you made your save.
Does poison resistance? Wait, let me read this because it says, "Oh no, that's right. I have advantage against the poisoned condition."
Okay.
All right, so yeah, 7, 8, and 8.
7, 8, and 11. That would be 7 piercing, 8 piercing, 7 piercing, and 4 poison. Because it's halved because of the save.
Oh, it's okay. I see what you're saying. We can't see the breakdown on the poison.
If you click on the spin, do you not see it?
Oh, there we go. It shows up differently in this one than it does in 5e.
Okay, fair enough. I was just curious. It was just because I was the DM. So don't feel bad. We're all learning the interface. All good. Scorpion is done. Claudius.
All right.
There goes half my health.
I'm going to I'm going to try and move. And now I can cast a touch spell.
Okay.
So I'm going to cure that blindness.
Okay. So
I think I'm going to cure that blindness.
lesser
Find the right
restoration.
spell. There it is. I cured the blindness.
Okay. I was just double checking it because I was kind of curious.
Yeah.
I read everything because you never know what the heck got changed in some of these spells or whatever. So, all good. So, hey, Seth, you can see again. And just in time because it's his turn. Now, that effect that you put on him, Clown Man, does that jump now or on your turn?
Oh no, it only jumps if he gets attacked and dealt damage.
Okay, thank you. I forgot.
Yep. And it lasts for a whole minute. So
Okay.
if the timer restarts the next time it jumps, I'm pretty sure I'm gonna reread that, but I'll let you know.
All right, Seth, it is your turn when you're ready to go. If you're hearing this.
You can still grab the heal from the bardic song, though.
You sound kind of
I can
quiet.
still
I
do
didn't quite catch all that, but go ahead.
Sorry, was that you didn't hear me?
I can still heal from the bard thing as well.
Right, you do have to spend a hit die, right? So that's the only downside here for you.
So I'm 2 hit die down, and now I think I have 34 hit points.
Nice.
Clawing
him back.
I rolled in the chat. That is definitely better than where I was at. So this is a badly injured one right here.
Yep.
And
he's the one with the claws on the camel.
Okay. I'm gonna do another reckless.
Go for it.
Because that's what we do here. Be reckless. And that is a 21. I'm gonna crit this definitely. So that should be a hit.
Yep.
Here is the that's the damage roll. 11 points versus Mr. Badly Injured.
Okay, he is near death in an orange color.
But not dead yet.
He's not dead yet.
26 to hit, I think, is
That's a crit.
20.
Yeah, that's a crit.
Oh, that's a crit.
He's getting better. Maybe not.
No, I don't think so.
I don't think he's getting better.
I just got an extra attack, willingly. So
Well, let's see if you kill the dude
So,
first, and then see where the extra attack's going to go.
all right. So 2d6 plus 6, 13 versus Mr. Near Death.
Is that double? Because you crit.
Oh yeah. So sorry. Yes, it would be double. So I would roll another 2d6, I think.
Yeah,
So
double.
13.
Yep.
No, that's a terrible roll. That's not that bad.
It's enough. He's dead.
Nice. And now, let's see. I used 2 attacks to get there, right? So I have 2 attacks left, actually.
You get 4 attacks? How's that go? I thought you get.
Because
Go ahead.
I have the critical conditioning thing.
Right, that's one extra. Do you get 3
That gives
normally?
me I get 3 normally because I can
The
use
bonus.
1 for bonus attack.
Yeah.
Bonus action.
Oh, you get a bonus action attack. God dang, Tales of the Valiant.
So,
And I got a reaction.
oh my god.
I got a reaction to boop this guy. I'll use that right now.
Yeah, that looks like a miss.
Yes, it is.
And oh man, and that looks like a hit.
Yes. And Malenko,
Uh,
you still have your yeah, you got reset, so you would have your thing.
I don't think that hits.
So
The 10's going to miss. And you do 11 damage to the scorpion?
yeah, the top one.
Yep.
And I think Staff is pretty pissed off. So I think he's gonna like shout unintelligibly at the scorpion. And kind of like rage at it. Actually, I have Bardic. I forgot about.
Yeah, you
So,
do.
I am going to. That's a 1d8. So I might
Ooh.
Oh.
Nice.
maybe hit actually. All right, to rewind it like that. So another 13 points, if I could.
Sure.
And that's the end of my turn. And I use
Okay.
the Bardic.
This camel's just moving away a little bit. Just getting himself out of the. I won't make you chase him. Holgrim, you're up.
All right, I've been looking through the book and I can't find the. Oh, there it is. I just literally just found it. The other actions on your turn, because I know I can switch to the draw my pickaxe as part of my action, but I'm not sure about the shield. Is that just a use an item?
Yeah, just use an item. And I actually skipped Honora because somehow her initiative got reset. But you go first. We'll circle back to her unless you tell me All Star is something that you got to do first.
No. Go ahead and let Honora go first.
All right, Honora.
Yeah, sorry about that. I'm not sure how that.
Who knows? Don't worry about it.
Yeah, I will at least get a bit closer to keep everyone in range here.
That's what I figured you were going to do. Yep.
I can grab myself. Okay, I think I'm in the wrong select tool there. My mistake.
There you go.
All right, so just running a bit closer. She's basically running into the dark at this point. She can't see too well. Or she's still in the fire range here, but she is going to try. I think she's just gonna try to cast Vicious Mockery here on the injured guy. Doesn't have too much left to buff with, so gonna force a save off that. It will be a Wisdom saving throw.
Okay.
For this northern, remaining guy. Fail, it's 1d4. Wisdom DC for Inara is 15. So the scorpion's making that check.
So what's the scorpion do? I'm sorry. Did the spin? I'm sorry.
Sorry, it's a DC 15.
Oh, wait. I'm sorry. It's vicious mockery. I'm sorry.
Right, yeah. No worries.
It failed.
Okay, so it's 3 damage, but it has disadvantage on attack rolls. Or sorry, on the next attack roll that it makes.
Okay. We'll see if it lives that long. It probably will.
And as my bonus action, going to keep the heals going, so at the start of people's turns, they can continue to heal. If they're injured.
Okay.
Yeah, it'll probably stay alive because my damage potential is a lot less in melee.
Ooh.
So bonus action, use an action to do mechanist feature to pull out my shield and draw the weapon as part of the combat action and make 2 melee attacks.
Okay.
And of course, for some reason, my war pick is not set up in the game. Okay, roll manually.
That's going to hit.
I have to go to character sheet to look up what it does.
It's okay.
I think the 14 hit, right?
Exactly, yes.
See, a lot less damage potential in melee.
So 20 it looks like, right?
Yes, 20 piercing.
Okay. Okay, cool. All right. Top of the order then? You're done?
That's it.
All right. Clown, you're up.
Yeah. Oh, it's getting a little dark over there. Not too sure how good this is. I think I will use aim as a bonus action. And then
I mean, I think where's he at? Yeah, he's probably in darkness for sure for you. Homeroom
So want me
doesn't
to,
care. Yeah.
attack with disadvantage.
Yes, please. She got something else. Probably Seth should have been a disadvantage too, but I forgot about it. But let's just go with it. So you probably
14.
would have ran normally. But yeah, go ahead.
Just right.
14 would hit exactly. Yes.
Wow, another 5 to the dome. And then I'm gonna sneak in another 10 feet. Just all up in his face and be like, oh, hey guys, how's it going?
So you did 5. Okay. This scorpion is going to disengage and just try and get the hell out of here. There's like 3 people around him, mostly fairly healthy. He's going to try and run for it into the darkness.
Oh, God damn it, I used my second circle. Hit him.
I'll take the reaction.
Oh, he's disengaging, we can't.
Yeah, he's disengaging. I'm trying to move him.
I was telling the DM to get him to hit you so our healing can get passed on.
So he goes off into
sure.
the darkness. So Holmgrim, if you want to, you could probably still see him, right? Because you have 60 feet, so you know where
Yes.
he is. If you want to take pot shots at him, you definitely can.
Oh, I'm going to do one better. I'm going to free action drop both of my weapons. Then I'm going to use my fairy fire and draw my crossbow.
Okay.
Right, nice. I love it.
Let me look up what the save is on fairy fire.
Sure.
Max.
Yeah. Blah blah blah. It's a DC 15 Dex.
DC 15 Dex.
Or let me double check that it's 15 because that's in the wrong sheet.
Well, let's spin the Dex and let's see what it comes up with. Well, he spun an 11. I'm going to guess he's going to fail that.
Yep. Yeah. 15 is correct. So yeah, he's now glowing.
All
And
right.
sheds light. It sheds light in a 10-foot radius.
There you go.
And I'll yell, "Come get him, boys and girl!"
What am I doing? Let's do. Sure. I'll do that. And token light.
Okay.
There he is. Is that obnoxious enough for you?
I lit the beacon.
Okay.
I'm done.
All right. So where am I in combat? Did I get lost somewhere around here? Let's see.
You skipped
We're
to me
back
because
to the
nobody else
top.
could see him.
Oh, okay. Okay. Got you. Because he. Oh, wait. Blah. So. Oh, right. I skipped you because no one else could see him. Right. So therefore, it should now be Malenko's the clown's turn before the scorpion can move again. So
Nice.
you have a glowing scorpion over there, clown man.
Okay, he will put out to do this way, 15 feet. Plenty excellent. Nice. And then he's going to use a free action to pick off one of his hatchets from that corpse there from when he hit him.
Okay.
I've been keeping track of the ones that I've been using. And then I will use... did aim actually work on the last time?
Did what work? I'm sorry.
I'm just wondering if aim's going to work properly. I will use aim and then attack with another hand axe. So I double my player bonus, proficiency bonus for this first attack. So that's an extra 3, right? Yeah.
And I presume
Oh, yes.
Holmgrim's concentrating on the spell.
Oh yes.
Yep. Just to flag him. All right. So back to where we were. Did he attack? What's up with the hand axe? Oh, he hasn't done it yet. There it goes. Well, that hits.
Yeah.
5. Nah, it's not a crit. It's flagging anything above 20 as a crit, it looks like, even though it's
Yeah,
not.
definitely have to report that as a bug.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right. Anything else, Malenko?
No, bonus action to aim to double my proficiency to hit him real good, and then yeah, I attacked. So yeah, that's my
Okay.
turn. I flip all the way over to like just in outside his reach again, just to kind of provoke some more shit from him. Come on, coward, fight me!
He's almost dead. He has some level of self-preservation. He's just going to try and get the hell out of here. Well, theoretically, he's off my grid, but if he double moves, because that would be 80. But we'll figure this out.
Yeah.
So
I could still keep in range of him to try and hit him one more time.
absolutely. He's outdistancing most. And, what I'll do is this. Hold on. 15 feet. Hold on. Fudge. Just 1 second. 1, 2, 3. All right. So now you're exactly where you should be, the 80 feet away from him. I just shifted everybody down. Net. So that was the scorpion. But before, I don't want to skip everyone out of turn. So, Claudius, do you want to do anything? Because the dude is lit up still, right? The fairy fire is still in effect.
Yeah, I'm gonna resurrect the camel.
Whoa. 1 second here. Yeah, okay. Boop-a-doop-a-doop-a-doop-a-doo. Yeah, concentration in a minute. Okay. Yeah, so I'm just double checking stuff. So, yep, I was just double checking fairy fire or anything else. Yeah, when I play these modules, I'm not a stickler on material components. Just so you know, Nat.
Oh,
So, because I mean, normally that'd be like a $300 or 300 gold, like, diamond for Revivify. But go for it. It's too fun to resurrect the camel anyway. So, if you want to revive the camel, you can revive the camel.
there you go. He gets 1 hit point.
Okay. When I do more long-term campaigns, I would definitely keep track of that kind of stuff, but I don't usually do it here. And
Yeah, I usually too ignore anything below a certain dollar amount for material components.
Yeah. I mean, the gem is supposed to be like 300 gold, so it's not nothing. But for this, I don't usually worry about it. All right, the camel is rezzed. You can name the camel later. Saf,
Okay.
can you do anything to get him from distance, or are you?
I sure can.
All right, go for it.
And Sap is pretty pissed off, so he is going to do that thing. And that is going to be hold on. Is going to be run 40 feet. Oh, that is just not telling me where the. Wait, what? Okay. That should be 40 feet. He is going to reckless attack again, and then throw 2 javelins.
All right, that is a 85 feet reach.
I don't think reckless attack works with ranged.
No, I think it works with everything, but I'll look.
I remember it working with
second.
range in 5e. Just as long as you're making attack, but let's double check. Or maybe that was
Yeah,
just
I
the
think
barbarian my wife was using at the time.
When you make an attack on your turn, you can decide to do it recklessly.
There you go.
Period.
Okay.
Doing Doing so gives you advantage on melee weapon attack. Yeah. You're right. It's melee.
There you go.
So that's going to be disadvantage then, I guess. But he's going to do it anyway.
Yeah, I mean,
Uh,
you're out of the 60-foot normal long range, so it would have been a disadvantage anyway. They would have at best canceled each other out. But for right now, it's
Here are
disadvantage.
my 2 attacks. That's one. There's the other.
You did hit.
All right, so that's going to be 1d6 plus 3, I think.
And
except-
actually, the fairy fire would have canceled out the disadvantage.
There you go. That's true because he's gets advantage because of the fairy fire.
So those are 2 hits. And,
Okay.
I would 1d6 plus 3, I think it is. So 7 points of damage. And then on the second hit, I am going to use the pinned weapon property.
Ooh.
And I think that means he has 0 movement. But let me double check that. It's gonna take me a second.
Someone using the weapon thing. Oh no.
Yeah, I figured I might as well just like be a jerk about it.
No. I am quickly scrolling through to find that thing to make sure I'm remembering it correctly. It's in the weapon thing, isn't it? Yes.
Weapon options, yeah.
Yeah.
So string, and then I think it's pin is what it's called. With,
Pinning shot. Here it is. It's on page 140. Making
larger feature.
Yep.
And it needs to make a strength or dex save.
Yep.
Against my weapon option DC, which I'm not sure what that is.
Again, well,
it's PB. It's 8 plus my PB plus. So it's 14. It's a DC 14 check.
Well, it was a cool idea.
It was a cool idea.
I like that you did it.
It's got to be so close to death, though.
It is. I don't. The javelin wouldn't have killed it, but that's okay. So it was worth trying to pin. Nora, are you going to do anything?
Yeah, so the only option I have, if we really want to try to chase it, I could try to web it from a distance by just running forward a little.
I can pin it too.
I'm going to guess
I don't know if
Holgrim's going to
Thor-
kill it, but that's up to you.
I also think it might be too far away at this point, actually. I thought it was a bit closer, so I might need to just pass it and offer to Holgrim.
All right.
Inara's supporting from a distance and chasing the team so that she can still provide her bardic song of healing.
All right. So the camels are just hanging. Holgrim, you want to finish it?
Yeah, I will. Technically, I would use the bardic inspiration thing to heal myself, but I'm not going to worry about it because the combat's about over. By the way, did you guys know you can use the mouse keys to move your characters?
No, I do not.
Easily within my 100 foot.
There you go. And hit him again, please.
Okay, that's the first shot.
Yep.
Oh, and I missed.
You're at advantage.
Oh, right. hey, sometimes you just are meant to miss.
Clown, could you?
And I think that's the first time I've missed, so this is my first luck point.
You get a luck point. Try and track your ammo as well, because theoretically you lose like half your
I-
ammo that you shoot.
I don't use ammo.
Oh, that's right. God dang it. Clown, can you finish him, or is he going to get away?
I shoot magic crossbow bolts.
You're correct. I forgot.
Hmm.
Could you please
I
get this
know.
guy a good end so I can end so we can call it a night? I mean, to be honest, if you guys, I mean, between how fast it moves and how far Holmgren shoots, he's going to kill it. I can declare, I'll declare him dead, or if the clown wants to finish him, or someone else really wants to kill him, go for it. Somebody shoot something at him, please.
Yeah, because even if he double moves, he'll still be within my 200-meter range.
Yes. And he's not smart enough to know that.
What's the verdict?
Yeah.
Smiley?
I can reach him, so I'm gonna try it.
All right, go for it.
No disadvantage for long range.
Right. It just can't be double your long range, otherwise it's out of range.
No, it's not even out of my double or out of my range, so it's,
Okay.
it's good.
Let him fly.
Okay,
There you go.
he's dead. Spin it, but go ahead. All right.
We don't get to eat camel, so we're gonna eat scorpion.
Oops, I didn't mean to do that. There you go. He's dead. All
It
right.
tastes like shrimp.
Yeah, I was gonna say I'll flip my war pick around to the bludgeoning damage side, crack him like a shrimp.
Is this going to be an episode of Delicious in Dungeon?
He's
Oh, good.
Horgrim's just pragmatic. It's an extra bit of rations.
Claudius is looking at you mortified, like,
No, Claudius we need a what is this thing? Whatever this thing is, he would eat it.
All right.
A crayfish is a bottom feeder. It'll eat anything, including other crayfish.
bro.
So, yeah, I mean, we'll end here, right? We're a little bit past for sure our end time. We usually try and go like 3 hours or whatever for us. East Coasters was closing in at 11 o'clock. Yeah, thanks for playing, and we'll pick up here next time. And there was definitely how to get some combat in here to kind of kick the tires on our characters in TOV. So
Definitely.
I appreciate it.
What a shit whose watch was that? It ruined my beauty sleep.
And obviously here we're all trying to learn the rules, right? It's kind of similar to the last one I ran. So we're playing a little fast and loose just to try and make sure we all learn how to do these characters and TOV in general, right? So it's all good.
Yeah, it was
Totally.
fun. I enjoyed you guys'
Thanks for
characters.
Yep. So when we come next time, we'll wrap up this combat. You can tell me what great dishes you're making with the scorpions. And yeah, Vic, I'm coming up. Good night. And I'll see you all next week.
Yeah.
Okay.
You all have